Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this explosive episode of entertainment news where Hollywood's brightest star, Julia Roberts, the queen of rom-coms and dramatic powerhouses alike, steps into the lion's den known as The View, that iconic daytime talk show where opinions fly faster than confetti at a wedding and no guest is safe from the unfiltered banter of its co-hosts. Picture this, it's a crisp October morning in 2025, the studio lights are blazing hot, the audience is buzzing with anticipation, and Julia, looking every bit the timeless beauty in a sleek emerald green dress that hugs her figure just right, her signature megawatt smile plastered on as she waves to the cheering crowd. She's there to promote her latest Netflix blockbuster, a thriller called Shadows of Betrayal, where she plays a high-powered attorney unraveling a web of corporate espionage. Fitting, because little does she know, she's about to unravel in real time on live television. The co-hosts are in full swing. Whoopi Goldberg, the EGOT-winning powerhouse with a voice like velvet thunder, sits at the center, flanked by Joy Behar, ever the quick-witted provocateur with her signature eye rolls, Sunny Hostin, the legal eagle ready to dissect any topic, Sarah Haynes, the bubbly optimist trying to keep the peace, and Alyssa Farah Griffin, the conservative voice bringing that fresh political edge. As the show resumes after that tantalizing break, the energy in the studio has shifted palpably. The audience, a diverse mix of housewives, college students skipping class, and die-hard fans clutching their Pretty Woman mugs, sense the pivot from fluff to fire, their whispers creating a low hum like bees in a hive. Julia, ever the professional, straightens her posture, her diamond stud earrings sparkling under the lights as she dives into promoting Shadows of Betrayal, describing the film's pulse-pounding plot with animated gestures. A lawyer discovering her firm's ties to a global conspiracy, racing against time while dodging assassins in rain-slicked New York streets. It's not just thriller, it's a mirror to how power corrupts, how women like us have to claw our way through glass ceilings that shatter into shards, she says, her voice rising with passion, drawing whoops from the crowd. Sarah Haynes, with her blonde bob perfectly coiffed, jumps in with enthusiasm. Julia, that sounds epic. And the chemistry with your co-star. Rumors say sparks flew off-screen too. Julia blushes, waving it off with a laugh. Oh Sarah, it's all professional sparks. Danny would have my hide otherwise. The panel chuckles, Joy adding, Danny Motor, lucky guy, snagging Pretty Woman herself. But seriously, Julia, marriage in Hollywood? Spill the tea. How do you keep the romance alive when tabloids are circling like vultures? It's light, it's fun, and Julia obliges with a story of surprise weekend getaways to hidden cabins, where they unplug and stargaze, reminding everyone that love isn't scripted. But Alyssa, sensing an opening for deeper discourse, steers toward politics. Julia, your character's fight against corruption hits close to home with the election cycle heating up. You've endorsed candidates before. Any thoughts on how Hollywood can influence without alienating half the country? Julia pauses, choosing her words like a chess master. Influence is about authenticity, Alyssa. Now, let's pull back the curtain on the build-up to this seismic clash, because nothing in television happens in a vacuum, especially not on a show where every smile is scripted and every pause timed to the second. Rewind to the pre-show huddle, that clandestine ritual where producers, dressed in black like stage ninjas, brief the host on hot buttons and sound bites. Lorraine, nursing a green juice to combat the 5 a.m. wake-up, scans the rundown. Cliff Richard, memoir promo, keep it light, touch on scandal for depth but pivot to hits. Her co-host, a fresh-faced rookie named Christine Lampard on loan from Loose Women, nods eagerly, while the segment producer, a harried 30-something with a clipboard thicker than War and Peace, adds he's touchy about the raid. BBC settlement still stings, frame it as triumph. Outside, Cliff arrives in a sleek black Mercedes, his driver double parking amid the chaos of the South Bank studios, paparazzi flashing like faulty Christmas lights. He's no stranger to the glare, having dodged it since his 1958 debut on Oh Boy. But today feels different. His publicist, a sharp-suited woman named Fiona with a Rolodex of A-listers, whispers, remember sir, boundaries. The book's about resilience, not rehashing. Cliff nods, adjusting his cufflinks engraved with tennis rackets, a nod to his Wimbledon finals appearances. Inside, the green room buzzes. Makeup artists dust his cheeks with translucent powder, a stylist fusses over his quiff, and a runner offers Haribo for nerves. Cliff declines, opting for a Satsuma. Small talk flows, compliments on his latest single, a cover of Summer Holiday remixed for Gen Z playlists, but beneath it, tension simmers. Why? Because Lorraine and Cliff go way back, to charity galas and BAFTA after-parties where wine flowed and anecdotes were swapped like trading cards. She interviewed him post-raid in 2016, a sympathetic ear that helped rebuild his brand, but time heals selectively. With the break forced upon them, the studio clears momentarily, but the storm rages on behind closed doors, producers huddling, mics hot, Julia pacing backstage with her publicist whispering furiously, breathe Jules, it's live gold but spin it positive. She nods but her heart pounds like a drumline, the sting of Whoopi's words echoing, privilege, silence, half measures. Back on set, the co-hosts regroup, Whoopi fanning herself with a script page, Joy cracking jokes to defuse. Well, that was spicier than my marinara. Eliciting chuckles. When Julia returns, the applause is thunderous, a mix of sympathy and awe, but her demeanor has hardened, shoulders squared, chin high, ready for round 2. The topic shifts ostensibly to lighter ground, favorite view moments, dream collaborations, but the underbelly seethes. Sarah asks about Julia's beauty routine, hoping for normalcy, and Julia obliges with tales of homemade masks from farm honey, but Whoopi interrupts, beauty fades, Julia, it's the soul that endures. Speaking of, how's that soul faring with the industry's soul-sucking demands? It's a jab wrapped in wisdom, and Julia bites, my soul's fine thanks, fueled by family, not applause. Yours must be weary from judging every guest's ledger. The audience oohs, the line crossed again. Sunny tries, let's talk empowerment. Julia, your role in Shadows empowers women. Whoopi, your books do the same. But it's too late, the dyad has locked horns. Whoopi retorts, empowerment isn't a monologue, Sunny, it's dialogue.
Julia, on your blind spots.
Julia's laugh is bitter. Blind spots? Pot, kettle. How many times has The View platformed controversy over compassion? The exchange accelerates, accusations flying. Julia on Whoopi's hot takes alienating viewers. Whoopi on Julia's polite feminism diluting the message. Joy mediates half-heartedly, ladies hug it out, we're all queens. But it's ignored. Tension crests like a wave about to crash as the final segment looms. The co-hosts' faces flushed, the audience on edge, hanging on every syllable as if this were the Oscars, not daytime TV. Julia, her voice hoarse from passion, circles back to her film's core message. Resilience amid betrayal, a metaphor too on the nose for comfort. In Shadows, my character doesn't storm off. She fights smarter, she says, a pointed glance at Whoopi, who smirks, smarter or safer? That's the question, Julia. Do we tiptoe or tango with the truth? The retort lands hard, and Julia rises fully now, her chair scraping audibly. Truth? Your version's a spotlight that blinds, Whoopi, not illuminates. Gasps ripple through the crowd. Sarah stands, hands out, whoa, let's pause. But Julia's on a roll. I've sat here, bared my choices, defended my life, and for what?
A public flog ging unter the Giese of Diskurs. Wo Whoopi, unfazit, stands to, flog ging, ter wake-up call, sister.
We've all been there, me more times than I count. The proximity amplifies intensity, mere feet apart, voices overlapping in a cacophony that drowns out attempts at interruption. Joy yells, cut to commercial. But the floor director hesitates, ratings be damned, this is must-see. Sunny appeals to solidarity, women lifting women, remember? Alyssa nods vigorously, but it's futile, the rift widens.
Julia, tears brimming now, unleashes, lifting?
This feels like dragging through the mud. I've supported you, saw till, donated to your causes, but this? This is bully pulpit. Whoopi recoils slightly, hurt flashing before steel returns, bully.
I'm the canary in the coal mine, Julia, singing warnings you ignore.
The personal turns poignant. Julia evokes her mother's passing, how it taught her boundaries. Whoopi recalls civil rights marches, the cost of unfiltered truth. Audience tears flow, empathy bridging momentarily, but pride prevails.
Enough.
Julia declares, grabbing her bag, I came to share, not spar.